Modern writers really love to jump around in time. Instead of presenting you with a linear narrative of here's the beginning, here's the middle, here's the end, they love to do, in media res or worse. They just kind of finely chop it up where you're jumping between like four different periods in time, including some stuff that may not even happen because it's in someone's head. That's the annoying part of this book. The cool part of this book is literally everything else. Cyberpunk 2077 Trauma Team issue 2 of 4. Picked this up last week. Let's open it up. I think I got this at Westfield Comics. We start off with her talking to her, the company mandated shrink about the fact that all her friends were killed, all her co-workers were killed in the last issue. That is some heavy stuff to work through. We jump there, use that as our jumping off point, and we're immediately thrown in the middle of action. Now, we jump back, of course, because you can't just be like, oh, yes, here's a lot of murder. No, 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 no. But we get a lot of murder. There is a lot of great looking actiony stuff in here, man. This book looks a little bit gritty. It's like, what is the word I'm looking for? It's like washed out pastels, faded pastels. Like, you can tell there is a lot of intensity to these colors. I mean, look at these reds. Like, look at this. Looks great. It's gritty. It somehow feels realistic even when you have purple painted doors. That's ridiculous. Who's going to paint a door purple when you've got a red wall? I don't know. Some kind of cyberpunk maniac, obviously. So the story picks up where the last one ended off. This is the dude who we saw like kill all her friends or whatever, like in the previous issue. Like, this is not a nice guy. She doesn't want to be friends with this guy at all. But because of her job, she's forced by her job to save him. Now, the artwork in this book, I mean, look at it. It looks more European or alternately more Japanese than like a standard Western comic. And it serves it well. It gives it a really cool looking aesthetic. You don't really see books that look like this on American shelves all that often. At least not in a comic book store. It looks fantastic. Everything about it looks great. Like, look at all the little details on this dude's face right there. It's incredible. This dude, not her, although her face is like really cool too. But like specifically his, man, he's got blood. He's got cybernetics. He's got like lines on his face because he's he's probably like 40 or something, maybe older. He's been around. He's got like lots of creases. Look at this. That's actually some pretty good mastery. The lips are drawn back, so the cheeks are doing that. It's It's good stuff. Now, we also get like little flashbacky bits, little this probably didn't happen bits. This is like some Hotline Miami stuff right here, man. Like, dudes just like having a conversation, and then all of a sudden the dude you're talking to is dead. That's Hotline Miami stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. She has a little bit of trouble in this situation. In fact, it's on the page I was showing here. She's trying to save somebody else's life as they're sitting there bleeding out, and they're like, we have to help the customer. And then this freaking jerk, look at this guy. Customer is always right. Oh my god. Ooh. Yeah, immediately. Even if you knew nothing else about that dude, you immediately dislike him right there. It's a pretty effective emotional manipulation that they're pulling off here. Colin Bunn is doing a pretty good job writing this book. It feels good. This issue is a little less confusing and more straightforward than the first one, which itself wasn't all that confusing. It just jumped around a lot and took a second to figure out what was happening when. This one has a similar thing going on, but it's less pronounced. It's easier to navigate. Definitely enjoying this. This is a great comic. Maybe not as much fun as I had with Hotline Miami Wildlife, but you know what? I'm having a blast reading this, and I am so glad I decided to get in on this. that I decided when I saw that issue 1 on the shelf, I grabbed it. When I saw this issue 2 on the shelf, I grabbed it. I got issue 3 coming up. We'll probably talk about that, next week. So check it out, man. This is great stuff. And apparently the first issue is like hard to get. It's going for like $20, I was told on a stream. So that's nuts. That's absolutely nuts for a video game comic to be going for more than cover price. Crazy talk. Absolutely crazy talk. You all have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. Hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye bye.